Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. And today I just saw this article this morning. I wanted to show you what's going on here in Pennsylvania again. Now, if you know, what was it, in April-ish? I made a video about how they're spraying Mimic 2LV across Pennsylvania. They sprayed 120 some acres. I have 120 some thousand acres. I have the video. You can find it on my channel. They said, "Oh, it doesn't harm people." But they had, if you go on there, they have I have the whole safety data sheet. I printed it off and I had it in my video, and I went over the most important points that say, don't breathe in the vapors, blah blah blah. Don't get on your skin. You know, don't wear the contaminated clothing, all that such. But today, this is what they're planning to do here in Central PA. But I really think it's going to be everywhere because when they say, "Oh, we're just going to do it here," yeah, right. So the article I came across was, "Here's why you might see a helicopter flying over Central Pennsylvania." So basically, telling you don't question it. York County Office of Emergency Management has announced a gnat suppression operation scheduled for today. June 12th is today's date. It's a Wednesday. They're going to be spraying Vectobac 12AS, a bacterial larvicide for the black fly suppression. It's not a chemical. I don't know what it is then, because we'll look at the safety data sheet. It'll begin at 7 a.m. in Adams County, and these are all the other places that come on. I keep shaking. Sorry for the shaky. I don't know why it doesn't want to cooperate. Helicopter will be flying near treetop level and releasing this stuff at multiple predetermined waterways. I'm sorry, I don't have any consent for this. I don't trust anything being dropped down. I mean, we already have helicopters go over our house and such, which I'm always like, what the heck are they dropping? Something. They're admitting that they're dropping, something now. But I know they always are. If they say they're doing it, then they already have been doing it. All right, just bear with me now because it doesn't want to zoom in right. First of all, allergic reaction. You don't want to get on your skin. Wear protective gloves. Avoid breathing dust. Contaminated work clothing should not be allowed out of the workplace, and probably shouldn't be worn after at all. If on skin, wash. If skin irritation or rash occurs, call a poison control center. Yeah, because it's still poison. Insecticide is poison. You don't want it anywhere near you. Let's continue here. And here, okay, so they said they're going to put in the waterways. Where did I just read? Where's environmental hazards? That's where I'd like to get to. Wait, hold on, I gotta find it. All right, I just located it now. Environmental precautions: do not discharge into the subsoil or soil. Do not discharge into drains. Why won't this zoom out? Surface water / groundwater. Where are they spraying it into? If you said the water, you'll be correct. It is saying not to put it into the environment, then why are they putting it into the environment? We already have so many dead fish. If you go and fish at any of these game lands, there's no fish that even bite anymore. Barely anything. Here in Erie, Pennsylvania, we had a spot that was fished on Dyer Road. We were fishing there around 2020 or 2021. They drained the ponds. They killed all of the fish in there. There's nothing. I remember the dead right along the waterways. The game lands aren't to help. They're trying to kill. So please, folks, don't ever just say, "Oh, everything's all right." It's good to question. It's good to use your mind and think, this doesn't seem right. If you don't use your brain and you just watch television all day, you're not ever going to get anywhere. It's just remember that it is all right to question things. It's not a bad thing. It's all right to think outside of the box. It doesn't. What does it hurt to question something like, "Hey, this doesn't seem right. I'm going to do a little more research." If something doesn't seem right, don't just jump right on the bandwagon for it. Like this, they just put this article out that I'm aware of. This one was not this article. The article that we're just on was put out yesterday. So there was no vote, do you want this, or asking people if they want it. They just automatically said, "Oh, we're doing this." No. This is our land too. You don't get to say what we want to do on it. You don't get to say what you get to spray. That's wrong. No. No. And for those of you who might be watching this, are saying, "Well, why does that matter? They're trying to do the black gnats." That's an excuse. They label invasive species on everything. There's so many invasive, quote unquote, invasive plants that are actually good for you. Around here, we have multiflora rose. That's edible. It's a good herbal. Honeysuckle are also good. Dandelions are always considered a nuisance weed. You can eat that entire plant. You can use the root as coffee, the leaves you can eat in a salad. And I've even seen people make dandelion jelly with the flowers, or you can, I think some people like fry them up or whatever. But you can use every single part of that, and it's considered a nuisance. So this right here is no different than spraying yourself down with some Roundup. Would you want Roundup on you? No, you won't want this on you too. It's no different. Poison is poison. And as you can see here, you don't even want it into the environment. That's why you got to look at these safety data sheets. Here's a look at the toxicology. It says acute toxicity, and then virtually non-toxic after a single skin contact. They're spraying it. People think they're just gonna disappear. No, it's still gonna be in the air. Oh, you understand that? We're gonna come in contact with that. If you go fishing, if any of the fish even make it after this, because clearly it says do not put in the waterways, you're gonna get in contact with that. I wonder we're always so sick. They're secretly, shh, let's spray this stuff. Oh, and what's more? So these are the tests that they do. Respiratory skin sensitization. They haven't tested it to see how it will react. Sensitization after skin contact possible. Why are they not testing these things when they're spraying it in the environment? They should test to see how it affects the skin. Germ cell mutagenicity hasn't been tested. Carcinogenity hasn't been tested. Reproductive has not been tested. If you're spraying this environment, you test it then. If it's so safe, I want those people that are spraying it to spray it on themselves and see how it reacts to them. If they're so, "Oh, this is safe, it won't hurt anybody, it's not toxic." Clearly, this is saying otherwise. It said there's some toxicity to it, and that you don't want to spray it on your skin. You don't want to get it in your eyes. You don't want to inhale it. So, shouldn't you be running these tests? It's kind of like with the Mimic 2LV. Just don't forget that they did that here. I nearly forgot, and I had to make sure I keep it in my mind. Mimic 2LV is what they sprayed because of these supposed invasive spongy moths. So if you're going out in the game lands in Pennsylvania, and a little bit after that you feel sick, or you feel strange, remember that's what they sprayed when they shouldn't have. That should have been illegal for them to spray that stuff. Illegal. And they're not even testing any of these. But as I was saying with Mimic 2LV, they didn't do a test for the respiratory to see how it affect the respiratory. What is going on here? Folks, this should not be allowed. Anybody that can justify this, you're lying to yourself. This is wrong, and it's only going to get worse. We keep allowing this. I want to make sure I get this out there. So, because how many people might not see this article and not realize they're getting sprayed? Just because they say Central PA, I'm thinking it's going to be everywhere. But yeah, I mean, that's about all for this video. Again, the chemical is called what? Let's go back up. In case you want to do research on your own, don't be afraid to do your own research. Oh yeah, Vectobac 12AS. Remember that. Vectobac 12AS. You can look up the safety data sheet. It's being sprayed in Central PA. If you want to find the article, you can just look up probably Vectobac 12AS Central PA, something like that. Because the article is out there. So if you do a little research, that's not a bad thing. Just like the cloud seeding, they're coming out. They have cloud seeding companies. You can look that up too. Don't deny that too. Don't rebuke the truth. God gave me the truth to share with you, and now do some research. If anybody truly doesn't believe that I'm telling the truth, well, no one's stopping you from doing your own research. See if it's true. You can't say, oh, that's not true. Well, did you research on it? Or are you just saying that and then you're too lazy to do research on it? Because that's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. All right. That's all I had for this video. Remember, Vectobac 12AS and Mimic 2LV are the two chemicals, along with what they're spraying in the skies here in PA. I'd be curious to see if anybody else has any shady little sprays they're doing. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless. Bye-bye.